So what are the overarching themes, energies, circumstances coming up for Pisces in September 2025? You got the loving man in reverse as well, Pisces. It's funny because Scorpio got this as well. Oh, I got a very different energy for you. Then it almost hit me like a ton of bricks right in the heart space. Some of you guys may be feeling straight up resentment towards a particular person. Okay, so this isn't just like the feelings of sadness or heartbreak. Like, you really are quite peed off with someone here, okay? So someone obviously really got to you, okay? So it's not just like, you know, a breakup or a separation that's led to sadness. Like, you're really angry with someone is what I'm getting, okay? For some of you, it could just be more like real upset, yes. But I do feel like there is a lot of anger there, like bordering resentment or full-on resentment for some of you, because I literally felt it, okay? Yeah. So this could be that there is a particularly unpleasant breakup taking place, or there has been. Sorry to say, I don't like giving news like this, okay? But it is what it is. Like, this could have been something that's already happened, but the feelings are very raw, okay? So you're not okay with the situation. You're not okay with this person, or maybe perhaps the actions, the choices, their behavior, okay? But either way, yeah, you are not okay with this person. But the thing is, you do have a new beginning here, right? This is giving you the capacity, the ability to start fresh, okay? But I get it. You got to process your emotions around the situation, of course. But wow, like, whatever this person did, like, you are seriously pissed off with them, okay? I can get that, like, from a mile away, okay? So, yeah, you're going to need time, okay? Yes, you have a new beginning. Things are definitely going to be looking brighter, looking more optimistic for you. But I get it. You need a moment to process your feelings because this is a lot, okay? This kind of level of resentment doesn't come from nowhere, so I understand that. But just be careful, though, Pisces, that you don't project that energy in the wrong ways, in the wrong places, okay? Because obviously the feeling, like I say, it is very raw, it's very on the surface, right? So you just want to be mindful how you carry and maneuver with that, okay? How you carry that emotion, how you maneuver in the world with it. Because you don't want to be like hitting people who just happen to be in the line of fire with that energy, you know? So just be a little bit mindful with that is all I would say, okay? So if you feel like it's hard to be around a lot of people right now, that's fine. Do what you need to do, okay? But I don't think isolating entirely would be best for you right now either, okay? Like, your best bet would be around people that you really trust, that you feel very comfortable with, that don't even mind hearing you vent. Because I feel like that's what you need. You need a good vent, okay? With someone that you trust, that can just hold space for you while you do that, okay? Even if they're doing something else in the process and just letting you kind of like shout or just get it out of your system, even if you've said the same thing 5 times, maybe you need to say it 5 times to really get it out of your system, okay? But that's kind of what I feel like would be more beneficial for you than just carrying this energy around, because it's a lot, right? Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. See, that's the thing, though. Even though this, I'll give it to you, right? The situation sucks, right? Whatever transpired between you and this person. But what's coming from it, very positive. You have a beautiful new beginning. You have something solid, something tangible taking shape in your life, okay? Something that is just for you, something you create or something that is offered, established, right? So you could end up with a new home, a new work opportunity. You could have more time to do the things you actually want to do. Maybe you'll start a business of your own, or maybe you'll invest in a hobby, okay? Or maybe you'll go into studies or something like that, okay? Something that's going to enable you to use it in a productive way. But I definitely feel like there's something major that is coming out of this, though. So soften the way, right? Out of something negative, something positive can come from it, right? But again, there is change here, and the change was definitely necessary. But I just feel like perhaps the way the situation went down, yeah, it could have been handled definitely better, possibly on their side, right? Because like I say, there is like this anger doesn't feel unjustified. It feels justified, to be honest with you, okay? So clearly this person moved in a way, behaved in a way, took some action here. And I'm not just sitting there pointing fingers. Like, this is genuinely how it feels. Obviously, that's not the case for your situation. It's not the case for your situation. But it just feels like for those who I'm picking up on, you have a reason to be angry with this person. You know, because they definitely could have handled things a lot better than they did. All right? So that's all I'm saying. Okay, tell me more about this for Pisces. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of anger, but there's also a lot of hurt. You know? A lot of hurt. And I think for you, what feels like a sort of kick in the face is like, it's something that would obviously hurt you as well. But they did it anyway. They did it anyway, or they just didn't care about how it would make you feel. And that's what makes you angry. It's not just what they did or the way they went about things, but it's knowing full well that this would have this kind of impact on you. That's what makes you so mad, right? And again, you're a Pisces, you're a water sign, you're gonna feel it intensely, right? Especially where there's like some kind of betrayal involved or some kind of like negative situation. Yeah, you're gonna feel it intensely. And they know this about you. That's what makes it worse. Tell me more. Yeah, Page of Cups. Because you feel like you was nothing but genuine with this person, right? You may even felt like you had your heart on your sleeve a little bit. Maybe a little bit too trusting, too giving. You may have been enamored with this person, right? Maybe they're not who you thought they were. Or maybe they didn't fulfill the promises. Maybe they didn't show up the way you thought they would, right? There can be so many different scenarios, right? But I just feel like for you, right, it's not like you don't care about this person or love this person anymore, because it's real. It's still there. But maybe you feel like it wasn't for them, right? That's why they're able to make that switch so easily. Turn it off like a faucet because it wasn't genuine to begin with. Whereas for you, it was. And that's why it cuts deeper. But let me tell you something, Pisces. Your capacity to feel to this extent, or the fact that you do love genuinely, is a beautiful thing. Just because someone didn't know how to handle your heart doesn't mean that your heart is a bad thing or your heart is something to be locked away. It is a beautiful thing. And if someone doesn't recognize or know how to handle a blessing, that has everything to do with their experience, the way they handle things, the way they process things, the way they justify things. It has nothing to do with you having a heart. I just want to say that, okay? Because I think it's important someone hears that. So don't feel like you need to be more like them or move like them. No, absolutely not, okay? Yeah, thank you. It's their loss, literally. 5 of Pentacles. It's their loss. They miss out on something genuine, right? If they're not on the same page, that's fine. But again, it's the way in which you go about things that matter. You know, it's not about forcing someone to feel the same way, but it's the way in which you go about these things. You know, I'm telling you, you're not losing anything. They are, for sure, right? All you're losing is dead weight, a waste of time, okay? But they are losing something major here. They're losing an Ace of Pentacles with you. The Ace of Pentacles feels like a literal gift, a blessing, something that perhaps they even asked for at one time. The thing that they manifested, right? So, I'm telling you, you're not losing anything. It may feel like a setback with that Knight of Pentacles. You may be unsure of what to do next. Maybe you feel a bit lost, okay? Because of this situation, but that's okay. This is going to be very temporary, right? You just need to get your bearings again, but before that, you do need to process how you feel. But once you do, leave the spilt milk where it is, okay? Keep it pushing. That would be the advice, okay? But don't internalize this experience, because I'm telling you, There are people out there that are going to know how to treat your heart. And I hope that does help.